Hi, welcome to the video. I'm going to be talking about data modeling. Now, data modeling involves breaking your original table to fact table and dimension table. Okay, many time our data set will come in a single file, containing all the entire columns, some of them which we are not going to be needing for our analysis. So, and I'm very sure that many people have experienced Power BI lagging. So, when loading the data and you know, performing other analysis on it, making changes, it will be lagging. This is because we are loading the entire data set that we have, and this will be causing a problem. So this data modeling will help improve the optimization of our data set so that our workflow will be faster. It will help us be able to load only the columns that we need from the data source so that our work will be faster. So we are going to break this single file is known as the normalized table, right? So breaking it down into facts and dimension table is what referred to as data uh, modeling. And we have conceptual and logical, you know, modeling. Conceptual is breaking down the the tables into fact and dimension, and logical is creating relationship between them. So I'm going to start by going for uh, Power Query, you know, as it is in Power BI. So this is our original data, the denormalized one. I'm going to rename it as facts. So you can name it anything. And this is just a demonstration. The way you do your own will depend on the question you want to answer and whatever it is you want to do with your data. So I'm going to duplicate the original data now. So this will be our first dimensional table. Let me rename it as sales. Let's rename it as sales. And then after that, I'm going to choose column. I'm going to choose column. So this is all the columns that we have. So I don't need all of them for this table. So I'm going to choose sales ID, uh, sales amount and quantity sold. Okay, let's say okay to that. Um, then we will need the totals. The total we have this sales amount column is the price for a single product, and this is the quantity that was sold at a given time. So I'm going to remove duplicates for this, right? So I'm going to get total sales by adding column to this, adding a custom column. I'll rename it as total sales, total sales. Then I will say sales amount insert multiplied by quantity sold. Okay. Now we have our what? We have our total sales, right? So I'm going to remove duplicates from that. Yes. So our second dimension table will be, I'll duplicate this again, will be for product. Will be for products. Again, I will choose the needed column. Home, choose column. Then products. We have product name. I don't need the product category. There's no product ID. So Let me select this, remove duplicates. Then I'm going to create product ID for it. This is index column. I'll start from 1. Now this is my new product ID column, product ID column. Now I think, yeah, for the video to not be too long, I'll just stop it here, right? So that we can continue. Like I said, this is just for demonstration, and in your own case, you might be, needing more than that to answer the business question. Now, in this fact table, I'm going to also select only the columns that I need. Now, choose column, select. So we have our dimension table is only sales and product. So I'll select sales ID. Uh, yes, there's no product ID there. I'm going to create that. So our product ID, our products did not come with ID. I created it for it here in the product table. So I'm going to do the same in the fact table so that they will have a common ID column to to join with. So I'm going to create another index column starting from 1, and I'm going to rename it as products ID, just like I did on the product table. Products ID, right? Yes, good. Now we have our fact table containing the primary keys. This sales table has its sales ID, products table has product ID, fact table has the ID of both sales ID and product ID. So in the fact table, the two IDs are known as primary key, and then in the dimension table, there those corresponding IDs are known will be known as the foreign key. Okay, so product ID, I can, well, there can't be a duplicate in that because it was an index automatically created. So yes, I think this is okay now. I'm going to close and apply. Now, as you can see, our original table containing the entire column here, which is not needed. So after loading, you will see how I have chosen only the columns I'm going to need for this analysis. As you can see, we have only the facts table containing 2 columns, the products containing 2 columns, and the sales containing. Please note that the data source itself, the original data, has not changed. It's still the same thing. So don't be scared that because you have removed some things now the analysis is not going to be correct. No, all the analysis I'm going to be performing are going to be deriving their measurement from the source table, but the only thing I'll be having here is going to be only be the corresponding columns that I have. So I hope you understand that. So my analysis is still going to be correct, but this time around, so this will help my work to be fast. Okay, it will help my work to be fast. There won't be the usual lagging that Power BI usually experience. So looking at the relationship, you can see that Power BI has automatically created a relationship between the fact table and the two dimension table. Now, most time the relationship, I mean, sometimes the relationship might not be correct, which you will have to create it by yourself. So if you hover over this, you see that uh, the relationship here is between sales ID here and sales ID here. And then this again is what product ID and product ID. So you can edit this because by double clicking on it, uh, so this can be changed to one to many, which is the most common relationship. So you can just save it. So this is how you do your modeling. Now, like I said earlier, this part where you create relationship between your tables is what is referred to as logical modeling. You know, the word logic has to do with if this is true, then do this. Else, do another thing. So now the logic behind this relationship is that if we have a matching column between this and this, then create a relationship between them. Then if we have the same thing over here, or else, that is, if there's no relationship, then matching columns, then there won't be a relationship between them. So I think this is where I'm going to stop for today. There are still many other videos to come on this. This is going to be a series, so watch out for more. Thank you very much.